Yo, what's good? This your boy Derek Brinshaw, SportsView360.com, covering New Orleans Saints. And today, I want to preview and break down tomorrow's matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. The game is set for a 12 o'clock slash 1 o'clock Eastern Time kickoff at the Caesars Superdome. The Saints will be once again attempting to get a win for the 2025 season. Also, Spencer Rattler and Kellen Moore, they're looking for their first win to go on their resume. Spencer Rattler is now 0-10 as a starting NFL quarterback, and Kellen Moore is 0-4 as an NFL head coach during his rookie season. Now, for the New York Giants, um, when I did their 2025 season preview story back in August, um, I looked at their schedule and I felt as though a win would not come till like they play the Saints. To be honest, because that schedule was their first three games were first four games were very difficult in my opinion. You had you played the Cowboys, you played the Eagles, you played the Kansas City Chiefs, I believe. Just had LA Chargers, but they got the victory over the LA Chargers last week, 21-18. Um, that was also the debut of Jackson Dart as the team starting quarterback. Now, there have been reports out there that have stated that Dart was on the radar of the Saints, and that was the quarterback that they were initially targeting. They were trying to get back into the first round, I believe. But the Giants were the team that got a first round pick. They took Abdul Carter with their first pick in the first round. Then they got back into the first round later on in the draft in the first round and took Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss. But what's done is done. You know, Saints got Tyler Shuck. We'll see how it all play out. But a report came out today that Taysom Hill has been off the pup list. He's been practicing on Foster Moreau as well. They're both off the pup list. They're both on the active roster. And Taysom Hill is now the Saints QB2. He is the backup quarterback to Spencer Rattler, and Tyler Shuck is QB3. So we'll see how it all play out tomorrow once they get the initial breakdown of the depth chart. But from based on that report that came out from Nick Underhill, and I believe Jeff Duncan, is that Taysom Hill has been listed as Saints backup quarterback behind Spencer Rattler. Now, as for the Giants in their scouting report, um, they're 1-3 on the season. They beat the Chargers last week. Um, I felt as though Jackson Dart looked pretty good. Nothing spectacular, but he did a good job of leading the team to victory. Um, didn't do too much through the air. Did a lot of work on the ground. Had over 54 yards rushing, over 100 yards passing. They didn't allow him to do a lot last week against the Chargers, and rightfully so. Against a defense like that, it's smart not to, And they let him manage the game, and he did a really good job of doing that. But along with that, they got the victory. They got the win, but they lost their best player on offense in Malik Neighbors last week. Malik Neighbors, attempting a deep pass from Dart down the right sideline. He fell down, leg buckle, torn ACL, got the surgery. He'll be out for the remainder of the season. So while that is a huge loss for the Giants, and I hope former LSU Tiger Malik Neighbors recovers, healthy, have a great career going forward. But this matchup, it helps the Saints a lot. It does. But as we all know, the Saints have had a history of allowing rookie quarterbacks that have limited NFL experience have really good games against them. That we know about that. RG3, Marcus Mariota, it goes on and on. They've had some rookie quarterbacks that have played really well against the Saints. Jalen Hurts had him 100 yards rushing against the Saints in his debut against the New Orleans back in the 2020 season. So it's not over with yet. You know, they'll be counting on Wendell Robinson, Jalen Hyatt to get the job done. Darius Slayton as their top pass catchers in the game. Now, this is why a lot of people point to this game as a reason why this could be the game that the Saints could, start and put wins together, turning things around. The Giants are ranked near the bottom of the Giants' defense is ranked near the bottom of the league in many defensive categories. Against the rush, the pass, total yards allowed, points, they're near the bottom of the league. Now, they have a lot of big names on their defense, especially on the defensive line, but their play has not reflect on the football field. So those are some areas where the Saints need to exploit tomorrow in the Superdome. Now, in regards to the matchups to watch, you got to me, what's going to determine this game tomorrow? The key matchups to watch is the Saints secondary versus the Giants wide receivers. Malik Neighbors is out, but the Saints are playing. The Saints secondary right now, to me, is not that experienced. What they have experience is just not, they're still growing. Kool-Aid McKinstry's back there. Isaac Yiadom is won't play this week. The rookie Quincy Riley will be taking the spot. So I can see the Saints, I can see the Giants, Jackson Dart, Brian Dable, try to target his side of the football field. Jonas Sinker is a name to watch out for tomorrow. Last week he had a really good game against the Buffalo Bills. Had an interception that helped the Saints get in position to score against the Giants, but he couldn't take advantage of it. He had a really good game overall last week. That's a player to watch out for tomorrow. Jonas Sinker, safety. But remember, outside of Sinker, on the outside, to me the Saints are a little light, very shaky at cornerback. And tomorrow is a huge opportunity for Quincy Riley to show that he could hold on that position going forward. And if he does that, Isaac Yiadom probably won't get that position back. Probably won't. Also, another key matchup to watch is tomorrow's game is Spencer Rattler versus the Giants defense, the defensive front. Like I said before, Giants defense is near the bottom of the league in many statistical categories. So either two things will happen tomorrow. Spencer Rattler leads the Saints to a victory, put up a multiple touchdown game, or this is a game where the Giants, that defensive front led by Kevon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, this is a game where they have a breakout performance and really get behind that leaky Saints offensive line and have a really good game. Now, on the Saints offensive line, Torricelli Simpkins is taking over for Cesar Ruiz, who will not be playing in this game. But the thing is, they were saying that Ruiz was going on IR, but the report came out today from Nick Underhill, who owns Now Football, that Ruiz will not be needing to go on IR because the treatment that they're giving him right now to rehab is working. So, and he's responding pretty well to it. So we don't know how long Ruiz is going to be out. So there's that. Now, as far as the score prediction tomorrow, get down to my score prediction. I got the Saints winning this game tomorrow. I got the Saints winning this game tomorrow. I don't expect Spencer Rattler to go out there and throw for over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns against this bad Giants defense. But I do expect him to get his first win as an NFL starting quarterback. So that's how I see it playing out tomorrow. Saints winning by a score of 24-21. 24-21 tomorrow on the New York Giants. So there's that. That's my score prediction for tomorrow. Saints will finally get a win on the season, the 2025 season, and go 1-4. Next week they'll take on the New England Patriots at the Dome. It was a 3:45, I believe, kickoff. When the schedule first came out, it is now a 12 o'clock kickoff at the Caesars Superdome. So there's that. But that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. What's your score prediction for tomorrow's matchup? Leave it in the comment section below. Have a blessed night. Peace. Be safe. I'm out.